in them.
Just come to the prayer portion.
Is 35 to
My lord, I don't have the file, so what do I come to the prayer position? I have nothing on me.
My lord,
Sure, my lord.
may I hand over my copy?
Come to your prayer number 1.
Yes, it's about FIR.
Issue appropriate order, direction in the nature of mandamus or any other writ to exercise powers under section 141 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, directing respondent number 2 and 3 to register an immediate FIR against such and such. Now, this was done.
This was not done, my lord. It's part of the record on the order.
It was not done. Okay.
My lord, can I just highlight, my lord, they were supposed
to be a bit patient.
My
We
lord,
are
the
coming
state
to
is supposed to submit their report since 20th
We
January.
will do
They've
that.
not done
We
it.
will see to it. But let us see the prayers first. Issue a writ order or direction in the nature of mandamus against such and such to direct them to provide immediate strong police protection with at least 5 police personnel comprising at least 1 woman police officer, since your petitioner is a severely disabled woman, to peacefully help evacuate your petitioner along with her caregiver, Mr. Gaurav Puri, peacefully without being harmed, abused, threatened, assaulted, obstructed, defamed in any manner whatsoever by private respondents number 427, as well as their collaborators and associates, most prominently Mrs. Aparna Nath, Mr. Sushil Nath, husband of Mr. Aparna Nath, Mr. Vivek Jain, who is the client of Mrs. Aparna Nath and is now living in adjacent flat number such and such. Mr. Mukherjee, who is the regular client of Mrs. Aparna Nath. Slum dwellers who are more than 100 in number and private friends with private respondents number 427, Mr. Indrajit Roy Chaudhury's and his 2 sisters who live on the ground floor of the said premises. Now, here also you have sought for police protection against the persons whom you have named. Issue a writ, order or direction in the nature of mandamus such that an independent police station officers and not Uttarpara police station are sent to rescue your petitioner and her caregiver along with their complete belongings and valuables. This neutral jurisdiction police officers should be able to speak English language as your petitioner and her caregiver understand fully English and Hindi languages only, and not to send the following police officers who from May 2025 to October 2025 have not offered any help whatsoever to your petitioner and her caregiver and are extremely biased against the discriminatory towards your petitioner, namely such and such. A writ of, this is also in the form of the apprehension that you have that you will not get proper investigation or protection from Uttarpara police station.
Right.
A writ in the nature of mandamus commanding the respondents to act in accordance with law and to take immediate action against the private respondents and their antisocial associates pursuant to the written complaints lodged by your petitioner in Uttarpara such and such.
My lord, I'd like to mention there's just been a partial recovery of my items. I want to further file a CAN. I'm unable to file a CAN just because I don't have any of the documents or the files. And I want to bring everything on the record, substantiating everything with documentary evidences.
Okay, let us first read out your prayers. Thereafter, the local Uttarpara police should be directed to submit a comprehensive compliance report along with the audio-video footage of the smooth and peaceful exit procedure followed by the local law enforcement authorities to protect the life and safety of your petitioner and her caregiver, Mr. Gaurav Puri. A writ in the nature of mandamus commanding the...
My lord, since my name is redacted, can I humbly request you not to take the name of my caregiver in open court because that identifies me?
Okay.
Much obliged, my lord.
Nature of mandamus commanding the respondents number 1 to 3 to render adequate immediate protection and safety as well as security to your petitioner and her caregiver in case they can't be. Did you seek for are you comfortable with YouTube live
Of
streaming?
course, definitely not a trouble at all. If my name,
Writ in the nature of mandamus commanding the respondents number 1 to 3 to render adequate immediate protection and safety as well as security to your petitioner and her caregiver in case they can't be immediately rescued from the said residential premises. In that case, your petitioner and her caregiver be allowed to use the essential facilities such as fridge, AC.
my lord, I
TV.
just want to mention when this was filed, it was 16th October 2025. So, and now, as we stand, ma'am, my lord, at that point of time, I had the hope that I would be able to get an order from the vacation bench because this was filed urgently. It was not heard. Thereafter, all the so a lot of it is obsolete because we've crossed the
You
water.
have surpassed that stage.
Very well.
So
That's my lord.
this is for the first time the court is trying to find out what your prayers are. Initially, whatever verbal submissions you had placed before the court, necessary orders were passed to that effect. So let us now delve into the prayers that you have sought for in the
I just wanted to indicate some of this has become obsolete in light of the
Then
passage of time.
Then that you can come up in the next stage where you can mention that certain orders, certain prayers of yours have been partially complied with. A writ in the nature of mandamus commanding the respondents number 1 to 3 to render adequate immediate protection and safety as well as security to your petitioner and her caregiver in case they can't be immediately rescued from the said residential premises. In that case, your petitioner and her caregiver be allowed to use the essential facilities such as fridge, AC, TV, their Kalima and Shiva Puja Mandir and possessions which have been kept under lock and key by private respondents number 4 to 6. A writ in the nature of mandamus commanding the respondents' law enforcement authorities to immediately assist your petitioner and her caregiver to install their own lock and key on their bedroom door to safeguard their possessions and valuables such that respondents number 4 to 7 cannot continue to steal and misappropriate the same. Can you please elaborate on this, madam?
My lord, I have. So I've given a pen drive.
You are referring to the residence of the respondent.
Correct.
So, were you residing in the
Correct,
house
with
of
my
the
husband.
respondent?
Correct. All that I've explained in the writ petition, why was I residing there? I've shown I placed the agreements on record, the legal executed agreements on stamp duty
So
and
you
stuff.
were a tenant there?
My lord, this was not really tenancy. This is as I mentioned, my lord, I was living abroad and I had come from abroad over here. My lord, I would prefer making the arguments while I take you through page to page.
I want to
I feel
understand in what capacity you can claim a bedroom belonging to
my
the
lord, it's all
respondent
part of
be
the
locked.
record. It's all part of the record supported.
I'm asking you, just explain it
My
to
lord,
me.
I think I'll be prejudiced if I don't have the file in my hand. I want to go page by page and take you through the documents. I do not want to make verbal submissions without having a copy of my petition. I have nothing on me. I don't want to rely on my memory to tell you. I just want to take you through all the documentary evidences because it's all substantiated.
So, on the superficial scale, you were residing there.
And there was a legal document executed by the private respondent number 4, Advocate Ajay Ray. It's part of the record.
The permission.
Yes, my lord.
reside
It's
there.
all part of the record. The mentioning of the bedroom and everything.
Irrespective of a status of
Correct,
being a tenant
correct,
or
correct,
whatever.
correct.
You
It's
were allowed
everything.
to stay there.
Correct. With my husband, my lord. It's part of the record.
A writ in the nature of certiorari commanding the respondent authorities to forthwith certify and transmit all records and proceedings relating to their intentional negligence and inaction with respect to the written complaints lodged by your petitioner on 16 September 2025 and 12th October 2025 so that conscionable justice may therein be administered. A writ in the nature of mandamus commanding the respondent law enforcement authorities to immediately seize the CCTV cameras, details of which have been mentioned herein above, so as to prevent destruction, tampering of digital, electronic evidence, private respondents number 4 to 7, and their collaborators, such that the police authorities should retrieve the CCTV footage from the DVR, semiconductor memory, pen drive, hard disk, etc. of the various CCTV cameras in the said residential premises building so that it can be sent for immediate forensic examination so that they can be produced as supporting digital electronic evidence in the court proceedings. The
My lord, I
police
just
and-
want to indicate over here, when we went along with the police, 7 police personnel in total from the Uttarpada police, all of these cameras have been removed completely. I did ask the police to take a recording of the specific places from where they've been removed, because you could see the wires have been removed. I showed them the wires. If the Uttarpada police from 16th October 2025 till today, 10th April 2026, my lord, 6 months have passed away, I would have proven my case beyond reasonable doubt with the help of digital evidence.
We are
all
at a
of
very
that-
nascent stage, madam.
I just want to highlight
Yes,
this
I have
point.
understood. So that they can be produced as supporting digital electronic evidence in the court proceedings. The police and forensic teams be directed to ensure that these digital electronic evidences are preserved in a manner that ensures their integrity and reliability so that it can be produced before any court of law in India and or the Honorable High Court at Calcutta in accordance with law. Any other writs such and such, restraining such and such? I would just skip this prayer because of certain language.
My lord, if
that
I
you
had
have
the
used.
petition, I would have saved your judicial time and I would have taken to the appropriate paragraphs which are relevant now in the
You should have
prayers.
also kept a copy of that, madam.
My lord,
would
they've
you?
confiscated. I've written numerous complaints to the police.
Everything is hard. Everything available is hard.
Sharthok, this is
Sharthok.
there.
My lord, yes, yes.
The supplementary affidavits will not
So,
be there.
she can take a printout from there.
My lord, that is printable version.
My lord, I would like to have certified
Would you
copies. I would like to have certified copies. I do not want to take my chances with this. Secondly, my lord, I'm not sure if Sarthak would have the supplementary copies, supplementary affidavit, they would not have it.
Petition. Only the first stage petition filed by the petitioner is available in this.
So
Along with
then
annexes.
she is
I'll be prejudiced without the supplementary
she
affidavits.
is not having the copy of the entire writ petition and the other documents that have been filed in the court.
My lord.
So it will be a futile exercise to proceed as of
Later.
date.
There is no difficulty.
So you can, madam, obtain the copies for
My
on
lord,
an application from the department. You have to follow the
I know, I'm aware of it.
formalities. Then you get it, and then we'll proceed. Otherwise,
My-
if you are incapacitated at this point of time to answer to the queries of the court, it becomes irrelevant here from, right, madam?
My lord, two things I'd like to highlight. Even if I was to go to the department and ask, they'll be able
No, no,
to.
you file, you
I
seek
know.
for a certified
know.
copy. For that purpose, I believe you have to file an application.
I'm aware of it, my lord. But they would give me the certified copies of the petition. However, the
No,
supplementary.
you just mention what are the documents that you require.
Fair
right?
enough.
Ashwin.
My lord, one more thing I'd like you to indicate, my lord. I've only had partial recovery of my items. I'll give you a
That will
list.
proceed later on. That will
Lord,
proceed
just-
My
later
lord-
on.
Get one thing, my lord.
Yes, sir.
As per your lordship's solemn direction date 20th January, we
Correct.
have acted, my lord.
Okay.
Kindly record
So
that.
do you?
My lord, that's
have you
not
filed
correct.
any-
I
that's-
have the report.
That's not
Madam, you cannot just retort them on each and every stance. They
I
too
will
have
read it
their
out,
own
how they've not
submissions.
complied.
They should be given the opportunity to submit them their version, right?
I have no disturb perhaps.
Yes. Tell me,
But I have the my lord report that we have complied with lordship's
you
order.
file a report.
But it's in the form of an instruction to me, if your lordship
So you file the report in the
In the
form
form
of
of
an
affidavit.
affidavit that the order
did it
passed by this court on an earlier occasion with certain directions upon
has
you
been
have
complied
been
with.
complied with, right?
My lord, can I
Only
object?
one indulgence, my
You
lord.
will get a copy of that report.
Yes.
If you desire, you can
I'm
file an
okay.
exception as to whether they're
My lord, if you can just, when you state in your order that they've complied, that's not correct, because my lord, in para 3 of the 20th January
Madam,
order,
it is their
they were asked, why
submission,
did the police did not act?
their submission. So
Fine, I'll
the
file an
court has
exception.
to record their submission as the
Then
court will
kindly also
your
record my
submission.
objection, my
My
lord.
lord, may I bring one indulgence only? My lord, during the search and seizure, as per instruction of this petitioner, my lord, they took away my personal belongings. My lord, kindly take a note of this.
Kindly give it on an
So-
affidavit. Kindly give it on an affidavit.
That's it.
Enough
That
of
is the full-
false and baseless allegations. Give it on an affidavit.
if
Direction to the court, my lord.
You, madam, you are also a practicing advocate, as you said.
Of course, I am. They have casting aspersions time and again, my lord. Kindly record this in your order because I'm being defamed repeatedly in an open court. I take strong objections to this. I will take actions against them. So kindly record it. This kind of verbal assault that they make on my character and my reputation standing as an advocate is never taken on record, my lord. So kindly record the defamatory comments that they are making in open court against me. This needs to be recorded, my lord. Not only do I have a national repute, I also have an international repute. This goes on every time in every hearing. I take strong objection. There's nothing to laugh about it. I am standing as a petitioner in person without my band and gown over here.
Right.
And then he has the audacity to ask me what's my locus. Does he not know I'm a petitioner in person over here? What right does he have to question about my qualifications? Let him first produce his own qualifications.
Madam, please temper down.
My lord, kindly record my submission
I
that the
can
fact that they made
understand
defamatory
your,
comments in an open court. This is not acceptable by any standard, my
What
lord.
are you doing? You are addressing the court with the
No, my
specs.
lord, I'm just trying to stress this is extremely humiliating, demeaning, defaming as
Fair
well.
enough. I have heard you, right?
Fair enough.
You have to control your emotions.
My
They
lord,
have
this is not
got-
emotion. This is my
they-
professional
They
repute at
have
stake.
got no authority. None of the advocates standing
They
here,
become the bar council, my lord.
whatever they are, they cannot, under any stretch of circumstances, disrepute any person, be that a woman or a man who is a litigant, right? So, sir, you also restrain your comments
On
if at
every
all,
hearing, he does that,
because
my lord.
I have not heard any such verbal aberrations that have been
I never mix.
pointed out by her. But control yourself. Okay, sir? Control yourself.
My lord, this tantamounts to professional misconduct in an open court. They
Madam,
defame
I
me.
have said what
I would like to take objection against this, my lord. I do not put my reputation at stake. My professional reputation is at stake over here. They repeatedly do it in every court hearing, my lord.
No, if
My
he
lord,
had-
they keep saying, oh, get her, bring her qualifications. Is she even an advocate? How dare they ask
I
these
have
questions
asked
to
him
me?
not to do that. I have asked him not to do that in future.
I'm obliged, my lord.
And if he continues, if he utters a single word thereafter, I will see to it.
I'm greatly appreciative of the fact. I'm obliged, my lord.
But you need to also control yourself, madam. If at every instance, at every sentence, you kind of, restrain the court, it becomes difficult.
My lord, you have to understand, I am standing
I have
here in...
given you a lot of patient hearing. You cannot deny that.
My lord, in fact, I wanted to say something which I forgot in the very beginning. I'm deeply gratitude. I want to express my deep gratitude. It's because of your order that I've partially been able to recover my belongings. I'm deeply thankful to you, Famala.
Fair enough. But you have to be patient enough so that if you kind of get so disgruntled, how can you expect the court to come to a proper conclusion as to who has the submissions with the deepest veracity in it?
I appreciate, my lord.
I mean, you must be having personal animosity.
I don't even know them to have animosity with
Then-
them.
Still, my name has been mentioned in the affidavit.
Fair enough.
Still.
Because you made baseless allegations
No,
against me. It's
now,
subjective.
my lord, kindly see.
Madam, if this
They
be the
kindly see this.
situation,
I am
then
not going to be
might
mute.
as
Kindly see this.
If you make false
Kindly
allegations,
go
I will
to
rebut.
Paragraph
not going to be
26
rude,
once. Paragraph 26 of the requisition
I am
once.
acting
Your
as-
fraternity
This
agreement.
is, my lord, not a
client-
fair. This is not
I
going to
am
be
acting on
fair.
behalf of my client on instruction.
Do you want me to release the matter?
My lord, I don't want you to release the matter because I think I'll get justice before you.
If this kind of conduct on the part of both the parties continue, I will release the matter.
My lord, if two male advocates gang up against me,
No,
I
they
am
are not ganging up.
I am going
You
to make
have
my
to get it out
submissions.
of your mind.
My
They
lord,
cannot have.
my
they
lord,
do
I have
not
the greatest
the
of credentials
capacity
to stand here.
dialogue.
They cannot be assaulting my character and my professional repute every time I want this. I want you to bring this
I
on
have
record, my
told
lord.
them-
Kindly bring it
I
on
have
record.
told them
My lord, that's verbally you've told them. Please bring it on record. I urge you to bring it on record, my lord.
that cannot be done. The learned, the petitioner appearing in person submitted to have you have misplaced the documents.
No, my lord, it's part of the order as well. 20 men came and assaulted me and they've taken all my my laptop, my files, everything has been taken. And my lord, I can also
That's her,
substantiate.
copy of the writ petition and the applications to have been confiscated by whom?
My lord,
Unknown persons.
yes, my lord.
Confiscated by
Yes,
certain
incident at
unknown
Bidhannagar,
persons
my lord, lordship has noted it.
possession of the aforesaid records,
My lord, I've
which
sent,
prevents her from dealing with the instant writ petition in its proper perspective. The petitioner in person may file an application seeking for certified copies of the writ petition along with the other applications filed in this court till date from the department after complying requisite formalities. Full stop. The learned advocate representing respondent number,
I am for the 4.
I'm for the state, my lord.
state is which respondent?
1, 2, 3,
State respondent 1, 2, 3
my lord.
submitted to have complied with the order dated
20th January 2026.
20th January 2026 passed by this court. He is to file a report of
Report on
such
affidavit.
compliance
Report on affidavit,
or affidavit.
my lord.
A copy of the same is to be served upon the petitioner in person in advance. The petitioner in person can file an exception to the
My lord.
aforesaid report
My lord, to
on
me
the
also.
next date of hearing. Now tell me, what about you?
My lord, during seizure, my lord, as per indication of the petitioner, police has seized and hand over some my personal books and other belongings. My lord, kindly note it down, my lord.
From his
Yes,
report,
yes, absolutely, my lord.
Let us not get
And my lord,
into
kindly give me a copy of this affidavit of report so I can go through it.
a copy of the report filed by the state
my lord,
respondent is to
copy
be
to me
served.
as well.
I have already said that. Upon the learned advocate representing respondent number 4, who can also file an
My
exception
lord,
to the same.
number 35 matters. May I leave, my lord?
My lord, notice of opposition had to be filed by the opposite party's advocates.
On the next date of hearing. What? Notice?
My lord, notice of affidavit of opposition has to be filed.
We have filed the opposition.
Not you, my lord, opposite Anushri Shaha has to file. I mean, you have to file on behalf of 5, 6, and 7.
Are you ready with it? File it.
Kindly give me a copy as well.
Affidavit in opposition to the instant writ petition filed by the learned advocate representing respondent number 5, 6, and 7 be kept on record. A copy of the same has been served upon the petitioner in person in open court. Full stop. Do you want to file an affidavit in reply to this?
Of course, I want to file.
The petitioner in person intends to file an affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed on behalf of respondent number 5, 6, and 7. And the same is allowed. Next date be fixed on date. Was there any prior date to this? No. Today it was fixed, right? Next date be fixed on
My lord, I would also like to file a can once I get the file.
that you can do whenever you obtain the papers. Now that you are saying you are not in possession of it. 19th of May.
My lord, pursuant to lordship's direction on 17th of December, we have filed the opposition to the main writ petition. But till now we have not received the reply. Kindly record that.
My lord, the belongings have only been taken out on the 3rd of April.
You can file an application. 21st of May, 19th, we have many matters. Okay.
As your lordship.
I want to